Oh, hi.
Hi.
Who meets you? What brings you to the meeting tonight?
Well, I was given a court order to come here today after I got a DUI while driving home.
Well, I'm really glad you're here. I really think that this program is really going to help you a lot. I'm a success story of this program. I think that you really can change your life if you devote yourself to it. So why don't you have a seat? Let's hear about your problems.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad I came, but I don't really know if this is going to be much help. I've known I've had a problem for a while, but like programs like this only have like a 5 or 10% success rate. So I just don't see it really working out. I probably just have to realize that I have a alcoholic gene or something like they always say.
You know, I used to think the same way. You know, I had the same kind of problem. I was in a really bad place. I had, really had a hard time with alcoholism. It's like, but then I realized, free will is really a real thing. You know, these kinds of genetic and environmental conditions you're talking about, they really can create a environment or predispositions where we make certain choices. But I really think at the end of the day, humans really have the capacity to change what they think. We have to understand that the mind and the brain are completely different, are two separate systems of the same thing. So they can both have an influence in what you do, but at the end of the day, the mind really controls your final actions. So I understand why you would think that, but I really think that free will is real and that it really can change your life.
And another thing, really our behaviors are determined by two things: genetic predisposition, which we can't change, and the environment that we're raised in and the culture around us. So for example, if you're raised in an alcoholic home, not only did you get an alcoholic gene from your parents, but the behavior of alcoholism was bred into you, which is something that's extremely hard to change. Like, habits are not very easily broken.
Well, I think you're discounting those 5 or 10% that actually do work out. I mean, myself included. You mentioned those 5 or 10% as people that were able to have success in a program where they were given the opportunity to quit and make a positive change in your life. To say that those people didn't make that choice and were predestined to make that change, I think discounts what they were able to do. I think what is better is to focus on the 90% who didn't make it. Perhaps there was something missing there. They were not able to fully commit, or they didn't believe in the program, and that lack of faith really caused them to cause their own demise. And the 5 or 10% that were able to change really believed in it and took full advantage of their ability to change.
I guess you're right in saying that we can't discredit their achievement, but with the way I see it, and we don't have all the answers yet, but their actions were caused by other actions in their life, which were caused by past actions. So everything in life was caused by one event, and just keeps going and going, and is just this whole stream of cause and effect, basically. So really, free will, or this idea of that we have a choice in life, is just a big illusion.
You know what? You're right. We don't have all the answers. We don't know the answer to this question. And I'll be upfront and honest that my belief in free will really stems from my belief in God and and that He granted us free will and gave it to us. So I'll be upfront about that. But at the end of, when we're really going to talk about this, we don't have the answers and we don't know what causes it. So I think it would probably be better to err on the side that we do have the ability to change, because if we're just going to sit here and not try, then that really doesn't help anything at all. That gives us a 100% chance of failing. So I think, no matter what, even if you think that all things are caused by past events, really we should always err on the side of trying.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I guess it's just a little scary when you're someone like me who doesn't come from a religious background, and so I don't think that there's really a higher purpose to, a reason to change my behavior. But I agree. I think I can at least try to have an open mind and not think about the past as much as I have been.
All right, let's get started then.